Hello, sir.
Hi.
You up for another chat tonight?
Right now. Yeah.
Well, we're not live, I was just talking just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're back, guys. We've recovered now. Sort of.
Speak for yourself.
Semi-recovered, isn't it, sir?
Mm.
Yeah, so. And then we shy, come in and say hello.
Maybe.
Yeah. All girl that was on the phone and doing on the computer. I mean, all the new gear, so.
Let us know how it is, what the picture's
Yeah,
like.
the sound and.
It's like, as you can hear, I'm very scratchy and croaky still. Throat's pretty rough, so I'll do my best.
Yeah. If you can't say it, we'll have to get marketed.
So, let us know how the stream's running. Yours.
Should be good now. It's saying it should be good and everything.
Luke, Peterborough, said hope you're all okay.
Yeah, we're
good.
getting there.
Thanks, Luke.
You're still a bit
Horse? Maybe.
you'll be alright, you're just coming out of it now, aren't you?
Am I?
Yeah, I got that last week. Trying to do videos. Can't hear you, Mike. Well, yeah. It's down to the cold, that one, I think. Alright, do my best, guys.
Hit that like button, guys.
Here we go. Do the mic's in the right place, sir? Yeah.
Marcus said sound and pitch brilliant. Thanks, Marcus.
Alright, great. This Mark is watching us, sir.
Mm-hmm. So we should.
Yep.
So
it's gone really cold in Benidorm just lately.
it's not too bad.
Good day, isn't it? But
yeah.
you're getting 4 or 5 o'clock now.
We have had some iffy days, but
yeah.
Thankfully the last couple of days it's warmed up again in the day. It's just cooler overnight. And of course, like the fiesta started Friday night.
Oh.
There was parade Saturday. Thankfully, it was quite cool on Friday, but thankfully yesterday went really nice in the day for the parade.
Yeah, it was just that night one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Friday, nice.
Yeah, it was a bit cool. It was still dry. But
well, we've uploading videos all day, so in 2 channels.
So I hope the stream's okay, guys. Anyway, like the rest of the week, it's going to be pretty mad here with Benidorm with the fiestas.
Fancy dress day.
So start the fiestas. They were on stage in the Julio Iglesias Park of the suffragette when the fishing boat was washed up on the beach.
That bit.
Yeah, there was a big bonfire on the beach and more fireworks. There was something went on 1 o'clock in the morning yesterday up the other end, past the old town in Fayette's Park. And I believe there were fireworks after that, because Mark said about 2:30 in the morning of what's going on. We've had the air bombing, and then this morning we were woken up by firecrackers, air bombing.
That's down the avenue, isn't it?
Newcastle.
Alright.
Where
the close to the thought there.
Little bars are, yeah.
I turned over and back to sleep.
Yeah. And there were the masquerators up on Jamie Avenue this afternoon. We were going to go, but decided to leave it today. We're going for them tomorrow. But we could sort of see them from the balcony in the distance, yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably do Wednesday as well. Wednesday will be a big one, won't it?
Yeah, the main one. There's a big parade on Wednesday evening with floats and everything, where they throw thousands of sweets out into the crowd. So great for your kids' teeth. To be honest, like scramble on them. And that is then followed.
35 away next Tuesday.
Yeah, that is then followed by the big firework display on Poniente Beach afterwards. And then, of course, Thursday is the British fancy dress. It is an unofficial day, but something that has been started in this tradition now. And that kicks off at 10 o'clock in the morning, believe it or not.
There's no parade with that this year, it's just random pubs.
Yeah, there won't be. Traditionally, they do have a float parade 2 years ago. It wasn't on last year.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm missing a year.
Yeah.
You know, it's 3 years.
So they have sort of changed it up to try and accommodate for that. It's kicking off at the Flash, and the Flash has got different events on the whole day, music, competition, fancy dress competition. That seems to be running right up to 9 o'clock on the night.
It starts about 10 in the morning.
That's what I said, yeah. Said that. Right. And it'll be all down the strip, which means like most of the bars will be absolutely chock-a-block tomorrow. It's a brilliant day. It's such a laugh. It's great to be everybody dressed up and just generally having fun. It's brilliant.
Absolutely freezing last time.
What would you know? I don't know why you keep saying this, because 2 years ago, the first year me and Marcus did it, Marcus was Captain Caveman. I was all done up in like a toga. I bought a toga for Mike. He never wore it because he was in bed with a hangover from the night before. Typical Mike.
Yeah, well.
Hence, like, why I've been down on his costume today, because for a week we've been saying, can we get your costume? Me and Marcus have got ours, but Mike had to go and get his. They were not going to say what we're going to be.
Why not?
Because we're not. Because it will obviously be videos up on YouTube, pictures on Facebook.
Yeah. You'll have to be careful as then, guys.
Yeah. WE saying good evening.
Right.
Good evening, everyone, and nice to see you back, Sue and Mike. Kevin Hasbury, well, we've all missed you, thank you. And KJE said, Sue, is your cold better? My cold seems to be better, but as you can hear, it has like tests on my chest. I'm still getting a lot of phlegm. I've got, like, my mouth is working, so I'm coughing. Like, if I have a big coughing fit, then please excuse me, because it does come on.
Yeah, Mark's will be in
then. Julie Jones is in. She said hi, both.
Hi.
Lovely to have you back. Hope you're feeling better. Missed you guys.
Yeah, great. It's yeah, hopefully we can keep it going now. I think the breaks one's good though, isn't it? Off the live streams.
Yeah, we had a break off the live streams tonight.
Unfortunately, we got the cold.
Get this. Yeah. Apologise about my hair as well. I was going to do it earlier, but kind of one of them things. Look like the wheels of gummage. And Shaw was in, said hi guys. Everyone seems to be waiting from your notification. Nothing happening. What does that mean?
It's because, well, what's happened to put it on the computer, and we're doing it on the computer. Obviously, we've got back doing it on with all the new gear. You've got to do it on the computer. Yeah. That's where we're at.
Richard Upton says hi, Sue. Hi, Mike. Welcome back. Hi, Richard. not long to Christmas either now.
Only a few weeks now.
Surprising, some of the bars are even starting to get ready for Christmas. I did go past the bar the other day that had a great big Santa, and for now there's one up towards town that had like a big Father Christmas on the bar, and there is Christmas stuff.
I don't think one day.
No, not at the moment, thankfully, no. But there is Christmas stuff in the shops now, and the bars are taking bookings for the Christmas lunches.
Yeah. What are we doing for Christmas lunches?
I really don't know. I think we need to have a look. I am tempted by Harry's. I think Harry's is doing a Christmas lunch for a very good price. I can't remember now. I'll maybe message him and ask him. Well, I did see somewhere else. Was it Euro? The trouble is, like, it doesn't sound a lot for a Christmas lunch on Christmas Day.
Really, for Christmas
but
Day.
When there's 3 of you, kind of soon.
It's €90 plus your drinks.
Yeah. It's been a bit mad the past week because we've been ill. We have been a bit naughty, a lot of takeaways, a few meals out.
We knew this was coming up as well, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. And now, yeah, like you say, we've hit the fiestas, and the trouble is a lot of stuff goes on sort of late afternoon, early evening, and we're getting caught up in town because it's all up in the old town, and then that tends to mean like you're having to have something out as well. So
I just realised what else I played.
What?
Mirror.
You've got to cover the mirror.
I don't think.
Yeah, no, I think it's okay. I don't think there's on anything particular on tomorrow night, so hopefully after the Macalettas, whatever they're called, we can come back, get a bit of shopping on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. The nightmare today, I went out to get some breakfast and I get some bread and bacon, and our supermarket was shut. The one down bottom was shut. Went up to Deer, that was shut. Went up to Carrefour, had no baguettes, couldn't even find any bacon, and it was absolutely heaving because, of course, it's one of the only supermarkets that was open. And I ended up naughty, Mariano's, and then to do a sweet bacon baguette.
Yeah, I didn't know I did bacon in there. Was there breakfast in there?
Yeah, of course there's breakfast in there.
I thought it was all just chicken stuff.
No, breakfast in there. Angela Dallymore said, "Hi, Sue Mike. Nice to see you both. Not had notification." No, as Mike was saying. Richard Upton said, "Looking forward to New Year when I come over to Benidorm. Be cool." I'm hoping.
They won't be calling you here.
I'm sure sent a card up on screen. 3 pictures of Mike and several people waiting and commenting. I don't know.
Bit of a mix up. There we go.
We're on now, we're back.
Wonder if I can get on that one.
We're doing our best.
Let's just see if I can get on that one, sir.
James Wild said, "Are you guys good to see you back?" Thanks, James. Richard Upton said, "I went in and put a link to this YouTube."
I think it's on a video at the moment. Oh, it's not even on the right YouTube, this one.
Yeah. Richard said, "Blame Mike, I am." Because he's been in the
I'll put the picture up there, so.
So he's messed with it. YouTube, not that. Sorry if you got a bit of buzzing in the back as well. But
nothing we know about that one either. There we are live. That's live, yeah. Yeah, it's just live, so. Oh. Okay, you do that last if I do this one. So.
Right. So he's found it on his email.
So what do I need to do now?
I don't know, maybe not that one off.
Yeah. Cool.
Right.
Yeah, we should be on just one now.
Richard said there's the man who puts all the work in, Marcus, tonight.
He's in the back playing on his PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yes, they're being like.
Yeah, we're going to stick his head in. I see.
There's a lot in this store, isn't it? First one.
So, guys, as we were saying, we have got the Fiestas on at the moment. I know there are one or two people over here at the moment for the Fiestas.
Can't walk anywhere.
And I'd like to give a big shout out on behalf of myself and Marcus to and Mike to Marion. I'm struggling after this and you're talking over the top of me. To Marion Fisher and her friend Julie. Sorry, Julie, I didn't catch your surname. Big shout out to you both. It was lovely to finally meet you yesterday. Richard said, and what happened with that woman on the last stream? She was flirting on a bit of then heard nothing, what gives? We don't really know, it was very strange. She said to the Snapchat she was chatting with him.
Yeah, it seemed a bit more and more.
Really weird, yeah. She said she was coming over where she was staying and everything. Seemed quite keen, and then nearer to the date she was coming out, she just suddenly stopped. No response yet. Her YouTube channel is active and the Snapchat still active, but she just never come over. So obviously a wind up, but not to worry, because he will get there.
Yeah, I think he's got himself sorted, isn't he?
I think he's got a couple in the pipeline. He just needs to get a bit of courage and go and speak to them. James Wild said, you don't sound very well, Sue. Do you have a chest infection? Probably, possibly. Richard Upton said, I reckon it was that kid having him on. Father Riz.
Could have been.
I don't know, possibly.
No, I think so, because it was YouTube.
Yeah, she was on YouTube and set up a Snapchat. It was really, really weird because the picture she sent, like a Snapchat, seemed she wasn't, skinny. She had got a bit of a body issue, so her avatar for a Snapchat was sort of biggish build. Shane W. thinks said evening, Mike and Sue.
Hi.
Sorry,
can't have a drink, so you'll be alright. They're going to get the voice back now. No.
So as I was saying, guys, with the Fiestas having started up, I have found out a bit of information on the Fiestas. So the Benidorm Fiestas, the annual Fiestas take place in honour. Anne-Marie said hi, Marcus, Sue and Mike. Hi, Anne-Marie. Anyway, the Fiestas take place in honour of the town's patron saint, La Virgin del Suffragio and San Jaime Apostle.
That was the one that got burnt the other day, wasn't it?
I think the Virgin del Suffragio got burnt, yeah. They always begin on the Friday, the second weekend of November, and officially end the following Wednesday. And then, of course, the day after is always the British Fancy Dress Day, which is an unofficial day.
I'll set the camera out like that.
During these days, there's street parties, open air theatre, sporting contests, and music events, as well as joyful religious events, all of which serve to unite the population of Benidorm. The celebrations officially culminate in a huge parade of beautifully decorated floats on Wednesday evening, followed by a fantastic firework display in fancy dress and throw thousands of sweets into the crowds.
Oh, that's over up on the end there.
Yeah. And Shaw said, evening everyone, good to be back. Unfortunately, we're buffering like crazy. Sorry guys, I don't know.
Hey, don't look at this.
No. Top Notch said, when we came over, we were trying to. Your flat is based on the videos of your balcony, but we couldn't work it out. We're on Avenida Monte Carlo, the supermarket on the corner, and as you walk down, there's a church. We're right facing the church.
Yeah, if you come try mine right there. That's where we are there.
Yeah.
Second turn up, I think. Yeah.
Richard said, yeah, I'm very buffery, sort it out, Mike. KJ he said, what time does it go dark now? Well, it's dark now, so around 7ish at the moment.
6, half 6.
Yeah. Angela Dallimore said, yeah, it's all muffled and vibrating, can hardly hear. And said about 6:30, Top Notch.
Marcus!
And she also told you, Richard, hope you're doing well.
You're buffering.
I'm sure, no, Colin, Top Gun, said hi to Mike. By the time you see this with your buffering, it will be all over. I'm just going to cut it. Richard and said, I'm missing my mum. James Wild said, sounds not good and keeps buffering.
I can't hear you, just come on in here and talk to me.
Because I was on rent and that probably.
What, is it any better now?
Amanda Roberts said, thanks, I'm sure I'm a lot better now. Richard Upton said, no, I'm the opposite, I'm over 20 stones, but losing it now.
What's your password for your phone number and drop them off for a
Just bring it in.
absolute that was
Thanks. See.
Is that any better, guys?
Vito Demi said, hello everyone, hello Mike and Sue. I've not been well, I had COVID. It's cranky. My sister only come out of hospital yesterday, she was in there for a week. Oh God, thanks.
Hope you get well soon, Frank.
Yeah, and your little sister. Big hugs to you both. You got to get better soon anyway, yeah. Hoping to come over Christmas.
Yeah, well, I want to see you.
Richard said, Marcus!
I'm here.
So it's only better now, guys. We took a few things off the internet, I think. We're on the internet and there with it.
Yeah, well, it's on my phone.
Amanda Roberts said, no. Richard said, here's the lad. Hi, Marcus. Top Notch said, Marcus, my missus had a laughing fit when you did that thing for your eyebrows a few weeks ago. Here we go.
He's back.
Joe said, how are you guys? Sorry not been around, just had major surgery. Not long out to hospital, hope you're well. Oh God, Joe, I hope you're better. Be honest, I was worried when you wasn't responding on Facebook.
What's it like getting out? Is it muffling out there?
Yeah. Because I know last time I spoke to you on Facebook, Joe, you was going to post a package over. I remember asking if it had been posted, and wasn't getting anything back. I didn't know whether I'd upset you somehow. So I hope that you're recovering now. Make sure that you rest up plenty.
So what's can be buffet?
I don't know.
That's definitely right, isn't it?
Jane W said, love the artwork on the t-shirt markers. Oh,
Definitely in
yeah,
there.
and Shaw said, loads of people I know have had terrible colds, not COVID. Some I know taking the test, and lo and behold, flu-like cold. There's a lot of it about in Benidorm. A lot of people have been saying, oh, you got COVID. But it is honestly just really bad colds and flu because the weather, I mean, we were up in the 40s and 30s, and then it suddenly dropped. We had quite a cold couple of weeks. So obviously people have picked up the bug. The thing is, like, people who've come over regular to Benidorm in the past, you know that when you come to Benidorm float, a lot of people forget about these and, oh,
used to be a bad back in there as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
They used to get scooters out and go and tear down with a bad back.
Yeah. Amanda Roberts said, Joe, good recovery. I had similar recently, stomach surgery. Felt like I've been run over by a truck. It's taken 2 months to feel something like normal. But I'm on the road to recovery now, though, Amanda.
Yeah.
And Joe, please just take care. Don't get rushing about. Just take your time. Your body will tell you the pace to go to listen to it. He said, I've missed you, Mike and Marcus. We missed you too, Frankie.
Yeah, I missed you too. Sorry to about you.
Yeah.
What's happened, Lon?
KJ said my grandson's 38 and has had the double vaccination and he's had the virus for a week now. He said it's never been so bad ever. See, I've heard of this, they're telling people get double jabs. You won't be as bad if you do get it. And I'm hearing people are getting it and they seem to be worse.
Yeah, but it's not afraid.
No. I heard of somebody whose partner had the double jab for the COVID and they were actually on life support fighting for their life. I don't know how that's gone, but I know it was pretty touch and go. And he'd been double jabbed. You know, what can you do? Colin Topkins said that so too. So thank you. Sorry you've been ill. Hope you're feeling better. Right, next guy.
Yeah, I thought that win at West Ham win the other day was helped.
Jane W said, how's the weather over there, guys? Not been too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good in the day.
Again. Yeah.
Night time's getting colder.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping it's going to be nice now for the week. I've been told it's going to be pretty miserable if it's not nice and people have got all their outfits and they're having to cover up. Kind of defeats the object.
We'll be in the bars all day, don't we?
Huh. You reckon?
And Brenda do makeup.
He's never been Benidorm fancy dress. God help him. Anybody who has been knows.
You don't know in bars.
I think you need to look online. The bars are behaving, but I think you need to look online. Just the whole strip is just like manic.
Well, there's nobody in Scotland.
We'll probably work our way down the strip up into town, have a drink in town somewhere, and then work our way back.
It is all of a sudden.
Yeah. Shane W. I'll take that. And she also said more people that have been stabbed have had it than those that haven't. I hope you make jabbed and not stabbed. And she also said, Joe, wishing you well, hope you're on the way to recovery. And Marie said, are you looking forward to Christmas?
I really thought about Christmas, really.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Christmas is strange over here, to be honest,
Different,
guys.
isn't it?
If anybody's seen my Facebook page, I've got the Christmas tree up, because this tree was up and that was it.
Yeah, you got to put tree there.
And I was actually cussing and cursing, but still.
It's all up and over now, isn't
Yeah. I don't know, things keep falling down.
it?
Oh, sorry,
There
guys.
you go. Back to normal now, so. Waiting for the old.
Lost it. Richard Upton said, do they do anything in Benidorm for New Year's Eve? I'll be staying in Alicante when I come over. They have done in the past.
Yeah, it's usually party going.
Yeah. As soon as I hear it, because it is generally spread out.
Yeah.
They might not maybe have the big stage like they would normally, where people congregate. Might be more spread out.
My opinion is you've got to go for this at some point. You can't keep doing it because you're going to do this every year now. For us to stop.
There will be the fireworks and after the parade through the town, they all sort of congregated up into the Julia Glaciers Park, and they were saying that you had to have your double vaccination certificate. Mike went in, he hasn't got his, he hasn't been and got it, picked it up yet, but they let him in, and I went round where Mike went in, but there were steps, they sent me round to the front, and the guy on the front, I'd got my certificate in my hand, but he just waved me a marker in. Everybody was sat in the mass, you had to have your mask on, but people were sat round on the banks, and it was just really, really nice to see everybody out in the sunshine.
There must have been a few thousand there.
There was, yeah. There was lots of little peñas, which are like little. I don't really quite.
Yeah, what it is, it's just the area you live in.
Don't know.
Maybe 1, 2 streets, and that's it. Sort of.
I've looked online, it said that the clubs, the Rugby Supporters Clubs. So I think they are for certain areas, but they do like support events. Yeah. In Benidorm, they support the fiestas. They've been putting up decorations and so forth, and taking part in the parade. But yeah, I should imagine it'd be fireworks New Year's Eve. Joe Sue had to have surgery, hysterectomy. Not nice, but hopefully you're on the mend now.
Right. Drink.
Oh.
What's he getting already? Have a drink. Okay. Yeah, so the flower parade, we didn't stop till the end last night. We were there for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, there's too many.
And people were still coming down. So, yeah. Basically what they do is take all the flowers to the church. And thousands up there. Probably at the end of the night.
Yeah. Amanda Roberts had this a jab, and the doctors even told him not to have the second jab. Frankie said my mum and dad had it, and my little sister had it too when I went back to school on Thursday. God.
Yes.
Hopefully you're all over it now.
Yeah, hopefully you'll get over it.
At least you'd all had your jabs. Richard said you just have to stop watching the news and reading papers, then you'll be all right. Make your own mind up if you want the jab or not. Amanda said, Joe, that must have been tough. Hope you feel well soon. And Marie to get away for Christmas with John. That's great. No, I think they're on about Blackpool, was it you were on about? Yeah. think.
Yeah, it's good of you getting that. What that used to be talking to.
Don't know. So. Joe said I'll talk to you on Messenger Sue tomorrow. I went for smear and came back abnormal, so I had to have, you know. YouTube stopped me saying the name for some reason. Yeah, message me on the Facebook.
But Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. I know what I'm trying to. Yeah, can't have coffee fits on Facebook. Joe said Amanda, very tough but also very upsetting, and it's played terrible on my mental health. I bet it has, Joe, but you have to keep on and keep thinking at the end of the day that, you know, yeah, it's not nice, but it is your health. Something that had to be done, you know, and it whatever, it was caught in time. Colin Top Gun said,
No, I'm not going to go there.
I don't think so.
Who knows what you got that?
Yeah. What we heard yesterday was actually about the UK possibly going into lockdown. We hope not,
Not, no.
because that obviously would affect.
We do get more views when they're locked.
Yeah, obviously for lockdown it would affect the tourism here again.
Well, straight back.
Benidorm's on the up. Can only keep going strong, I think. They are being sensible. They have got things in place. There was a street market started. Was it Friday night? Street market.
Yeah.
We went up to have a look. There are people on either end that are telling people you've got to have your masks on. Police officers down in the town, obviously where there was crowds, you had to have your mask on. If you were watching the processions, you needed your mask on. So they are being really, really good and, you know, enforcing this.
Terrible wearing the mask now first time, isn't it? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we had that period where you had to wear it all the time, and then you didn't have to wear it unless we were in town or in bars and whatnot. But you just struggle wearing it all the time there. Like if you're down in town for a long period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find it hard. Last night wearing it, watching the flower parade, started coughing, and it's hard because you're coughing and you're breathing back in your own sort of oxygen, so to speak. You're not like being able to get any fresh air into your lungs. And it was hard. I did have a bottle of pop, but if I pulled my mask down to try and have a drink, you sort of feel like people are looking at you. They're probably not, but you do feel really self-conscious. Amanda Roberts said, I reckon there's a lot come out about the truth in the coming weeks. Strange no masks or distancing at that big party they had in Glasgow. Very true, that.
Yeah. Well, we got to go back to normality sometime, surely.
And Shaw said it's tough, Joe. I'd have normal one, mental. Which Tupton said, I can't see it, Colin. Numbers in Spain are so low now, there's no need for it. Masks end in April over here, and hopefully that'll be the end of it. Yeah, I've heard sort of our area, I've heard March, so we'll wait and see.
Yeah, is that gone for good?
So I'm hearing that come March, the masks will be gone for good.
That's right, isn't it?
And basically they will be trying to get things back to some kind of normality.
That'd be weird because I still put my mask up, I'm sure. It's just one of the things you pick up when you phone and else.
You do kind of get brainwashed. We've got our friends back over the Georgie crowd, and I was in the supermarket, I had some masks, packet of 10 masks for €1 and I just picked them up. Because I thought, like, you know, if we're out and about, one of the lads hasn't got a mask and they need it to participate in the festival, then at least I've got some. And then what you might do, yesterday, I haven't got my mask. Luckily, I've got them in my bag. No, it was fine. You blow me.
Usually I've got my mask.
I forgot mine yesterday.
Usually got mine in my pocket like that. Well, I didn't realise they were well out. Don't got it. No. Never mind it. We're going to have a go at the quiz or?
I've still got all the stuff I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Amanda, and Shaw said, Amanda, if people open their eyes, they see the same as we do. Some are so brainwashed. They need deep brainwashing.
Problems well.
Amanda Roberts said, Joe, it's affecting my sleep. Richard said, we're having a quiz tonight. I don't know yet. Still got some stuff to do.
Yeah.
What I can do. And Marie said, going to Blackpool. Joe said, just been a terror attack in Liverpool Hospital.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I heard something about it. I didn't realise it was an actual terror attack.
It's outside. Well, I think it was outside, but I think it was a terror attack. Yeah.
Right. And Shaw said, Joe, I saw that and I suspected there would be many more. Come to Christmas again at the end of the day, guys. Colin Topkin said, Richard, please do me a favour and have the jabs. My best mate just was taken and not nice. Richard Upton said, lockdown's coming for the UK. Colin Topkin said, Mike, please don't laugh, please.
Try not to.
Joe said, and yeah, I think this starts sadly. Amanda, I'll stick to my intuition rather than follow the instructions. Amanda Roberts said, in Australia, no choice. Frightening. Yeah. They've got some really hard lockdowns in Australia again at the minute.
Well, they've gone back to lockdown.
As far as it'll win next year, more and more countries will do what Hungary did and sack it off, even if it means leaving the EU. Top Notch said, I felt miles safer from David in Benidorm than the UK, since Spain are much more compliant and respectful population, not.
I will say that, to be honest with you, in gatherings where there's loads of people, like yesterday, yesterday, everybody were wearing a mask in there. There was guys in there checking sort of thing, but everybody still automatically did it.
Yeah.
They weren't getting told.
To be quite honest, probably if there were any issues with people not wearing the mask and not being funny, that would probably would have been English that had had a bit of a drink, maybe.
I mean, he did say to me when I went in.
As far as I know.
Quite big down there, though. If you walk around the back.
It looked really nice. I mean, I just thought it was really nice. And to be honest, nobody was on top of each other. They were spread out, they were sat on the bank.
That's how big it is.
And having a lovely time. But what I thought was really, really nice was at the end of the band's gathering, the bands come forward and they all played one tune, which I'm not sure whether it's something to do with Spain or Benidorm, but the whole crowd started singing to it, and it was really, really nice.
And that, up with the fireworks.
Yeah.
What's afternoon?
And Shaw said, Amanda, I'm not far to Spanish, just turn around and take that hammering from the government, really. I don't think it's a hammering, I think they're just respectful of one another. Of course, there are a few that won't really adhere to it, but the majority. Amanda Roberts said, I know Richard, glad some of us think the same. I take comfort in that. Richard Upton said if they lock down the UK, we will see some proper riots, I think. He said we're buffering again, I don't know. Anne Shaw said, oops, sorry, Anne. Amanda, a lot more waking, I think, and hope. Top Nuts said, do they? Encouraging people from taking the jab and being clever walking around without masks when they were mandated. I think that means mandatory. Definitely, when I came over to the UK last August, excuse me 1 minute, I was actually travelling on the train in the UK, and it was law to wear the mask. I was sat in my wheelchair, in the wheelchair place, and that people around walked past, and I commented, you know, like, and it just carried on.
No, we don't really get.
Not you, the guard.
What is it?
Richard said, top notch of Spanish are brainwashed into compliance by the television here. I don't think so.
I don't think a lot of people watch TV in Spain.
Colin Top Gun said, Sue might you know anybody that's had COVID? Yes, we do.
Yeah, I know quite a few people who've had it.
Well, more like recently, Claire and Miles, when they were here, they were due to fly back and tested positive, so their trip was delayed. Yeah, we've heard of a few people really, haven't we? KJE said, nice to see the 12th man fall after putting it on your YouTube channel. Yeah, they've been doing really well in there.
It's a nice bar over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like it.
And of course, they've been having this as well with Nick McGrath and Frankie Vernon Gallagher. The other week, Halloween, Macy Marcus's. He went over. He was going to film for them for the Halloween party, but then we realised there was like too many kids. So you have to have all the parents' permission when you're filming with children, and there were just too many there to go around and do it. But they raised, you know, a lot of money. They had lovely goodie bags for the kids, and they are at Christmas party, and there will be a panto.
No one invited me yet.
No. In fact, I believe last week maybe they were doing something as well for, I can't remember his name, from the 334B Soul Bar that passed away. And I think his name's Mark, and they're trying to fly him back to the UK. And they were doing a charity event to raise funds for that. In life, this is the Spanish. They love to be out with the friends and family. I went out, as I said, I went out this morning to try and get some breakfast. And it was a little bit frustrating because there was so many Spanish out. And they just walk, but they just stroll along and they're chatting, you know, and they don't care.
They got the English. You get everywhere. I mean, what did I say the other day? We loaded Friday, and they all got home like actually walked down there.
It's really heavy.
Yeah,
we went. Well, me and Marcus went down to see our friends earlier, down at the Black Chicken, and it was absolutely chocker down there. We did find them, but one of the lads knew a lass, and she came up and she'd been trying to get a drink, and she'd gone down to the Tiki Beach, and she said it was absolutely heaving. You just couldn't get in down there, so she'd walked up. It's a pretty
we're all about
chocker.
Today.
The California Hotel one was chocker.
White Star, he said, was busy.
Yeah, the Marina, the White Star. Trying to think now. Yeah, they were pretty.
I don't know what else you said. Yeah.
Pretty packed. Jumping jacks had a lot in.
Rockies.
Rockies, that was it. Rockies, that's normally pretty quiet. That was heaving.
Yeah, but they're opening the day now more. They've
Yeah.
been a week or so now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just starting to get their regulars back in.
Mm-hmm. Can't think where else me and Marcus come past today. And I remember thinking, like, all day back open. Kevin Hasbury said, just looked at the Liverpool Echo. It's saying 1 dead and 1 seriously injured. God bless.
Yeah, that's what it was saying on the, I don't know what it was, the Google, I think it was. Yeah.
I'm in a hospital as well. Yeah.
I don't know what's happened. There's some explosion. It's
hospital. And they're just getting ready to lock England down, and that will give them reason for it. I don't believe there was a terrorist attack at all.
Marcus is saying something. The Queen was there. So.
No, Marcus said the Queen was attacked, but then he said she was ill. So I don't know. Well, I'm going to have to catch up.
As far as prices up there, sort of thing.
I'm sure if I try and suck us down again, people here won't put up with it again. We've all been fed BS. Richard said, yeah, top, I'm all right. Richard Upton said, 2 right hands, they're white big time. Amanda Roberts said, I agree with you. I don't think people will comply. I hope not. Colin Top Gun said, why is this buffering all the time? Sorry. We are trying our best.
Usually a buffer on there. It's buffering,
yeah,
isn't it?
just different setup of the equipment. Frankie said it's my sister's birthday Tuesday. She's 16. Can you wish a happy birthday for me, please? What's your sister's name, Frankie? Happy birthday, Frankie.
Happy birthday, Frankie's sister.
Yeah. Colin Topkins said can't talk. Yeah. Not a few hundred people as they would, if you believe, many thousands. Anne-Marie's watching Christmas films. That sounds like a plan, Anne-Marie. Yeah, we've been watching
the old Christmas films.
Carry On films, haven't we? We were going to watch Halloween films and, never got round to it.
Yeah, won't we?
Not Halloween, we were going to do a live stream Halloween night.
Halloween night, yeah.
Yeah, but Marcus went to film that thing. I weren't very good, but I went over with him to try and back him up. You weren't very well.
No, yeah,
we ended up cancelling the stream, yeah. It's a good job because I came back and I was really bad when I got back in. I was just lay on the settee. We were going to watch some films for some reason. We didn't get round to it.
The trouble is you don't get it for a couple of weeks, do you? You get it for
months.
A couple of months normally.
Well, I was talking to my friend yesterday and he's had the cold and he's still got the cough and he's had it 7 weeks. I was joking because I was going to find these little sweet. You were in one of the bars the other night, weren't you? And they gave him a couple of goes to the toilet and they're there selling sprays and different bits when you come out. We give them a couple of sweets. And they were like a miniature locket. And I've tried to I've found them in the street shop down in town, but they're not. The halls, they are like miniature and they are like a folk sweet. They do suit the folk, but they haven't got the honey in the middle, which is what I sort of need because they really help my folk. So
every time we go in there now, I've got to go into the toilet and get the spray and that stuff.
Through town after the masquerattas tomorrow, I might go in because they did have some.
Well, the gents.
Bigger sweets, no, in the street shop. They did have some others which were actually a honey sweet. They had the bee on, so I might go and have a look what else they've got. And they got some menthol ones. I might just go and
get the menthol ones.
Get another bag full of mixed ones. And nurses, Nazis and liars. What a nation. That's terrible.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the doctors and nurses just do what they're told, don't they?
Yeah, you know, it's terrible. They're doing their best. And she also said we're buffering a lot there as well. Nothing really
I don't know what to do then.
It's probably just buffered again.
What?
Because it said the connection was unstable. So I don't really know.
Where are you getting that from?
It just comes up on the top every now and again.
Right.
Which doctor said, Anne, where were you in the UK? I saw some live protests on YouTube. But they were nothing, just students waving placards and singing songs. That's just the starter, I think, if they lock down the UK. Yeah. Amanda Roberts said, yes, Anne, they've been protesting in many countries, but not a peep of it on MSN, wonder why. Richard Upton said down again in London will burn down like it did 9 years back when the police shot that black kid. Yeah, London always seems to have a lot of trouble.
You know, it's capital words.
Yeah. And Richard Upton said top notch, the NHS have been lying about David from the start with pretend news stories, can't trust the NHS. I'm afraid I shouldn't really say it, I'll probably get.
No, but they're doing what they're told to do, aren't they?
Yeah, but to be honest, I know there is something out there, I'm not denying that, guys. Yes, I do believe that David exists, but I also believe that a lot of cases of David are colds and other kinds of infections, people passing away naturally, passing away in care homes, and it's being passed down, to make the figures higher. Top notch said, didn't you say that a year ago when we locked down for the second time, Richard? Which doctor said when David had been going for 4 months, the NH doctors and nurses were dancing around like fat, doing TikTok dances. I'm sorry, I think that the NHS did a fantastic job at the end of the day, under the circumstances. Richard said the UK is trying to scrap the NHS and install private healthcare. Watch it happen, possibly. Master Sang said, good evening, Mike and Sue. How are you both?
Yeah, we're good.
An evening.
Well, Sue's still a bit groggy.
Evening chat, yeah. Good evening, Master. Thanks for your lovely comments on my video. Glad you liked it. Oops.
There we go. You've lost it already, so. There we go. No, we're going to get a quiz in tonight, guys, because it's a fair bit of chat tonight, isn't it?
Richard Upton said maybe we can have a night out when I get there soon, Mike. That Joker's place with the meatloaf band looked good. It's really good in there.
The dance floor is really small in there, but it is a really good place because if you don't want to listen to music, you've got the outside bit there, and you've got bits right down the bottom of the bar inside. You can sit and talk to people. Yeah.
But if you're on the dance floor, you're right in front of the act.
Yeah. We hadn't been in before. We went into your birthday, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm quite impressed with it.
And the last recognised us the other night.
Yeah.
Colin Topkin said, Rich, calm down, please. Just lost my best mate and never had the chance to say goodbye. Amanda Roberts said, great idea to sack all the care workers who rightly don't want the jab. That was a great idea. Not sure the government don't want mass deaths in care homes this winter. Richard Upton said that, yeah, but we need some young pissed off kids in these riots. They won't mess about. They'll set fire to a few buses and cars and fight the police. That's what's needed in the UK, a bit of force.
Yeah. It's very rare it actually gets
Yeah.
anything done there, isn't it?
Mm. Top notch, I can't believe we've been waiting 4 weeks for them to do a stream, and anti-vaxxers are taking over the stream, never mind. Richard said maybe it does want that amount just to scrap the NHS and bring in private healthcare.
We've got anything that's not about vaccination, so maybe that'll push it on a bit.
Richard Upton says, I'm good master science halfway through getting my new kitchen. The kitchen here, just waiting for the fitting now. And I painted my flat with my brothers, so I've been busy.
Right.
And Marie had some new tattoos, lovely. James Stewart said, good morning, good evening, all house love treating you. All good, James.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Richard said, Anne and Amanda for at least 6 years now. There's been horror stories about the NHS gradually putting the NHS down. The problem is the NHS has too many businessmen involved trying to make money. Top Notch said, have you guys been to the Flash Hotel for the happy hours? It's a great spot for people watching. We haven't actually.
No, we haven't. Yeah, I did notice they'd gone up. Yeah, we're on now.
Maybe Thursday we might get in there with the fancy dress and whatnot. Who knows?
So usually a bit closer for where we can stop.
Yeah. Collie Top Gun said, what time is it, Sue? Collie Top, 8 minutes past 9 here.
Yes.
And she also said NHS has had it rich. 106,000 nurses and doctors not had the jab. Wonder why. Steve Wall said give them some love and hit the like button. Yeah, come on guys. Hit that like button. We also, of course, have
Super chats.
Super stickers.
I've got
for me.
Patreon?
Yeah, Patreon.
Well, I even got that one. Yeah, Patreon. That's basically works like the YouTube membership site. But you can choose what you put in and when you put it in. So if anybody's interested in that, it's on some of all the videos. And it's also, you go onto my site, it's on the banner on the top.
Yeah.
Going through there.
Guys, also got his PayPal link as well. If anybody takes pity on me, what's buy me a
I don't know if
brandy?
the PayPal link's on there now, so I think it is, but I'm not sure.
Richard said I'm 100% right.
I think with Patreon you can do one-off payment as well.
If you have the test and it says you're positive, then you die in 28 days to David's case. Wouldn't be surprised even if you don't die that. And she also said, Sue, a woman with some sense, of course. KJE said Breaking Bad now. Richard said if people are scared, they can wear masks, but I don't like it being enforced on everyone.
In some cases, yeah, I think it's a good idea. We've nearly got rid of this disease now, so you know, a bit more care.
Colin Top Gun said, don't forget, Richard, no tents in town, long. Richard Upton said, I said it before, David's nothing but enforced Chinese communism. Richard Upton said, yeah, Colin, I booked a hostel in Alicante. January's a bit cold for camping, I think.
Yeah, January, February, it's pretty rough over here, isn't it?
Top Notch said, Richard, no one's joined this chat to hear your chat anti-mask, anti-lockdown. David.
Well, let's move on from the Dover thing here. We'll be getting 300. Try and move like that, so please.
Richard Upton said, yeah, Colin, I think Alicante would suit me better than staying in Benidorm itself. I'm not a big drinker.
The front down there is nice.
James said, can we talk about something other than David? Yeah, James, try and move on.
Yeah, moving on, sir. I want to talk about that now, don't I? Oh, yeah.
Right. Anyway, guys, as I said, I have some information. Got some more information on the fiestas.
Yeah.
And I've got here the origin of the Benidorm festival, fiestas.
Did you do that?
These fiestas can be traced back to the 1740s, when legend has it that a ship was washed up on the local shore during a terrible storm. Not knowing where the ship had come from, some of the local townsfolk decided to burn it so as to alleviate any danger of it being the source of an outbreak of any infectious diseases. In the ashes that remained, they saw an image of the Virgin, which they took to the church, where a small chapel was built in her honour. A reenactment is staged every year on Playa del Poniente as part of the celebrations. This is what
we missed.
Yeah, that's what was on last night on the beach. Well, it was actually on the Vantage Beach last night. The reason that the fiestas are in November rather than March are because otherwise the fishermen who were out at sea catching tuna wouldn't have been able to attend. So they were delayed until they returned from what was known as the Almadra Bar in November. There you go, guys.
Oh, everything, yeah. It's bad as Marcus.
Richard Upton, fireworks going off again.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah, Colin Alicante does look nice, and the hostel was only 100 for 7 nights, pretty cheap, really. And Benidorm's only like an hour away. Not bad, you can't go far wrong.
Yeah, the train comes straight through.
Yeah. Can't be bad.
Pretty good train system once you get sorted out.
You've got the shuttered out, I can hear them.
It's a bit confusing going, isn't it? There's lots of lines here. You've got to be on the right line to go.
Get where you want to get. Yeah. Tracy Warren said, hope to see Mike and Marcus and made a recovery. Wish you all well.
We're getting there.
Yeah. These two are better. I'm hoping this clears.
I've got the Benidorm ball up and montage now.
Yeah.
So there's going to be daily things going on there as well now. So that'll be split between the 2 channels. Probably a little bit more going on this one until it catches up with money and stuff. Yeah. But yes, don't know, look on this one going on, look on the Benidorm ball as well. Are you alright, sir?
Yeah. Walk on the wild side said evening all, long time no see. You both sound a bit rough. Well, I'm rough.
Yes. It's been quite bad.
Trouble is, like, you try and sleep at night and it's just cough, cough, cough. It just wears you out. I don't think that helps. And George said, Richard, I stayed in Albion for a month. 15 minutes on the bus to Benidorm, can go along the other way to Altea, off the seafront in the town centre. I 2 years really Spanish residential nice.
Yeah, it's good, nice down there, isn't it?
Yeah. Everybody's just saying hello to one another. Not a very...
Steve, I see you doing quite well with your videos now. You put a few more up. Shall we see and see?
Gareth Holt.
Still watching.
Richard Upton said, yeah, I know is on the list. And Gareth Holt said, did you go to Benidorm Palace?
Did we? Yeah, we've been spending all both.
Walk on the Wild Side tonight in Blackpool this weekend, almost like Benny.
I think I know that. Yeah, you've got a model spot in the UK at the moment.
Colin Top Gun said that's what I said, and Steve, no way.
See a few people say.
We've got 45 people in, hit that like.
45 likes, you never go to Kuwait or...
Walk on the Wild Side to mind, it was blowing a gale last week.
Yeah. Usually that's what we call for the illuminations, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should be blowing a gale and raining.
I'm having a hot sweat again.
When we used to.
Master Sound said very foggy here in Cheshire tonight.
What's caused that then? A lot of rain and hot temperatures, warm temperatures.
Gareth Holt said, did you go to the charity event at the Palace today? No, I didn't even know there was
one on.
One on. What was that for? Frankie said, yeah, my football team doing well this season.
Yeah.
West Ham. Joe says just chucking into a chicken, cup of soup, custard bread and butter. Very nice. I bought some cup of soups over here. And they weren't very nice. They're not like our cup of soups.
What was that? Don't miss out on it.
If they were like, there's still one in the cupboard. I was like, if that's chicken. So, soup and broth's good for you. I did buy a couple of cans of chicken soup. They were pretty expensive. We asked Jamie to bring us corned beef over, and his taxi driver nicked it on the way from the airport to Benidorm.
Scared stuff over it. It's not scared, it's just expensive, isn't it?
Yeah. Richard Upton said, yeah, Masters, that's the only thing I miss about England, fucking the snow. I don't. Amanda Roberts said, does anyone else think that they're keeping something from us about the Queen? Well, I don't think she's very good.
I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think she's got that long to go.
Richard Upton said, living the dream there, Joe. And he said, Amanda, I think the Queen's dead, and they're covering it up. I'm sure said, I do, Amanda.
There's a conspiracy thought for you.
You never know. Everybody's said anything of her lately. They're just saying that she's not going to be doing all these events.
Surely they let us know.
I said my food to trying to have something light. Oh, that's a good idea. Richard said that's good, Joe, as long as you eat something.
Yeah, fish or something would be a good idea.
Top Notch said more conspiracy along with David in a bomb at Liverpool Airport. And Shaw said, Joe, chicken soup's the best. Master Saint said, I'll bring you some corned beef next May through when I come over. Oh, thank you. Colin Top Gun said, why would they keep it from us? And Richard Upton said top notch, it all ties together.
Conspiracy theory on the Queen, are they?
And said, because if people knew, Colin, there'd be total bedlam. The Queen to sovereign, so these lockdown rules have to go through her first. True.
Yeah, because I got to go through that.
So Robert said, I'm sure, I'm glad you agree. Doris said she was very well, so it's probably the opposite.
Really?
Joe said, are we allowed to send these over? Yeah, Joe, because it'll be in a tin and in a box, so yeah.
What?
Can send tin stuff over.
They'll probably come from Argentina all the way to UK to
come back, yeah.
Well, not to come back.
I'm sure so they only believe the opposite of what Doris became, says Amanda. Joe said, okay. You know what? I think Doris wants to come out here Thursday for the British fancy dress. He wouldn't look out of, yeah, he wouldn't look out of place, would he? As a clown.
Was he invited over here for his
honeymoon, wasn't it?
honeymoon, yeah.
It was quite funny as well, because there was a picture did leak out onto Facebook that somebody was like, oh, they'd spotted him and his wife. And it did look like him, it wasn't him, but it was somebody like from the back quick, really looked like him. Amanda Roberts said exactly, I'm sure. Can I have a kick now?
Yeah, man. Half an hour, so going to give you half an hour, surely. I don't think we're going to get quiz off.
You stop, it's not that, what's the problem?
I know, it's your voice, isn't it?
Yeah, because if I read the question and then everybody's answering, I've got a long list of answers to try and do.
Well, we'll leave that one till next Sunday then, yeah?
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's have another week of recovery.
Michael see for you.
Well, I'm going to frighten more of it.
Well, we'll tell you a not joke.
Not joke. No, not joke. I'm not good at jokes. Really, forget them. Get my own sick.
Philip passed away during David, no chance.
His death is good.
No. Brian Ferry's in. He said, nice to meet up with you all while I was in Benidorm. Sorry that we couldn't meet up for a drink or two while I was out in Benidorm, but
yeah, we'll see you briefly, didn't we?
Yeah, definitely next time, Brian.
Yeah.
Definitely next time.
It's awkward when you meet people when you sat there for a bit or whatever, isn't it? Yeah.
Richard Upton said he was only a husband, no Colin. The Queen's a big chief.
Been there a long time as well.
I think Joe's laughing at Richard.
No holidays? No.
Warm, huh? Trying to hold out the last half hour, guys.
You'll be fine, sir, I'm sure.
Give me some love and support.
No, could be
In that life. You know, I was in Jokers the other night, guys, and I wasn't feeling very clever. But I tried to have a little bit of an alcoholic drink, and the problem was a couple of days before my throat had been so bad that I hadn't really been able to drink. I was struggling to drink any liquid to swallow, so I was probably dehydrated.
Yeah.
And then with a little bit of alcohol, my kidneys just started kicking off. And this one who'd had a bit to drink, he started pulling like this, and I'm like, oh, please leave me alone.
Well, I'm
feeling sorry for myself. Right, you did get me a lemonade, didn't you, after?
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Joe said, I think she's on her way out, but they're not telling us. And Shaw said everything's come up now. Colin Top Gun said, glad you like the royals, Richard. Richard Upton said, I think when the Queen dies, it'll be an end to British monarchy, or English monarchy, as we know it. The monarchy will be like it is here in Spain, just get mentioned in magazines, like OK, every now and again.
Yeah, I think it's going to be different once Queen's gone. It'll be the end of the era.
Yeah. I mean, our Spanish King and Queen, they do the odd little now and again
Yeah,
thing.
it's more for showing it for ceremony rather than.
It's more, Prime Minister.
Maybe we get wrong here, so maybe they are then. So much going on like that. Yeah.
Mm.
But there's that many different people to try and make a decision in Spain. That's why it never gets made.
Richard Upton said the only good royal was Princess Diana. She was too good for them. That's true. And Shaw said not before time, Richard, can't trust them. Joe said William would be a great king.
He seems to have gone very, how do I put it, royally at the moment. Does that work? Do you know what I mean? What I've grown up with, what I've been told to do, that's right. If I take it on, I'll take it on like that.
Richard Upton said, and look what happened to Diana, Colin. She got bumped off. And Colin says, maybe Richard. Richard Upton said, Joe is the only choice really. And Top Notch says, more conspiracy. Play nice, guys.
We forgot about the food tonight, haven't we?
What food?
We normally talk about food towards the end of it. Might go and see if we'll find the lads like see what they're doing. We need to have a chat.
I'm supposed to be meeting the hour. I've got to sleep.
We're really busy at the moment, aren't we? Flying about everywhere.
I've got that to do tomorrow as well. I've got to get up tomorrow. Guys, feel sorry for me. I've got to get up tomorrow morning.
Right.
I've got to make a phone call, but the problem is the UK is an hour behind.
Yeah, so that means an hour late.
Yeah.
Later we're going out sort of thing, yeah.
We need to be out by 11 o'clock. I've also got to get out and get something for breakfast in the morning.
I want to get breakfast.
Wonderful supermarket doesn't open till 9:30.
9:30?
Yeah.
It was 9 o'clock.
9:30 as far as I know. Last time I went down, it could be 9 o'clock. You could try, but not very early. And we want to be out by about 11 because we're going up to this thing for 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But we want to get there early, not too early, obviously, but early to get a good.
Yeah, you're going to have to get up there anyway.
It does get packed. But also, I want to go up to the fireworks shop in town. And Marcus bought some little firecracker things the other day, but he did manage to get a leaflet, and I'm flicking through the leaflet yesterday, and they actually do a box of all different firecrackers mixed, really like loads, and it's less than €10. Absolute loads.
It's not really my thing, guys.
Loads of
Oh, yeah, no, we'll be talking to these guys about fireworks. They've had a little ban this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was quite surprised actually for like what some of this stuff, like the price in the UK, I thought it was quite good over here. But the trouble is, they buy these firecrackers and you get like little kids, don't you, like 2-3-year-olds.
2-3-year-olds.
In the street with like the fire lighters.
You get the 12-year-old, which is the boss sort of thing, and you probably get 6 or 7-year-old, which is, you know what you're doing now, so you can let the fireworks off, but I'm going to stop watching.
Yeah.
When you get a 2-3-year-olds setting them off,
like,
it's just a disaster waiting to happen, isn't it? But it doesn't seem to, does it?
It doesn't seem to.
They just teach each other how to do them.
But like, you know, you're watching them and they light it and it hasn't quite gone. And you see them going back to it and you want to kind of like shout at them because you know, like a firework, you know, don't go back too quickly because it could suddenly go. But they go back and they're having another go and I'm like, oh my God.
Absolutely right. I saw two guys down on the beach the other day. They must have been 15, 16, something like that. They were actually picking the ones that fire sparks out and taking it round at each other. The sparks are flying all over their mates, and that was great.
Mental. I mean, to be honest, on Wednesday night, maybe we might do what you said and go up onto the Castell.
Yeah, we're going to go a bit further away so I can...
Because the first year we watched it, when we were down by the Yellow Submarine, well, whatever it was called then, down by LJ Park, Dove Park, and they were actually hitting. Like, I actually had a burn mark on my trousers where they hit.
Yeah, it depends which way the wind's blowing.
And you could feel like the hot bits, yeah. So it was pretty scary, so I thought, well, maybe.
I think we go a bit further along Pontieta.
Yeah.
We'll...
seem to not really care about fireworks over it, do they? Like, oh yeah.
Maybe get on the seats there and record it from there.
Maybe. Amanda Roberts said, let's talk about the Royals then. What about Andrew? Maxwell's court case coming up. Joe said, I'm not getting into this debate anyway. This is a lovely channel. Thanks, Joe. Byron Ferry said that you should let Mad Mike do the talking so your voice doesn't sound too good. Have you got a cold? I've had a cold.
Yeah, it's just coming out of a cold now.
And this is what I've been left with.
It gets gradually worse as you talk.
They're probably nothing tomorrow because I probably don't have any voice again tomorrow. Or
nice quiet day.
I get a really croaky voice and then he's like, stop doing that shitty voice. Richard Upton said Amanda Andrew will get off scot-free as he's thought of as too powerful. Top Notch said, did you see the documentary about Maxwell and Epstein chilling? Amanda Roberts says, Top Notch, yes, very dark. I haven't seen that yet. Oh, sorry, guys.
Sure, Charlie.
Sure said, yes, Joe, he would be the best one. Charlie too involved with Gates, etc. now. Right, sorry guys, might have it again. Walk on the wild side says, oh well, at least we will still have Prince Harry and Meghan Malarkey on. The world saved. Meghan Malarkey. I love it. Yeah. You know.
That should be good fun, won't they?
Yeah. To be honest, guys, when Prince Harry was younger, I really took to Prince Harry because basically he didn't give two F's. You know, he stick his fingers up at the royal family, he did what he wanted. You know, I mean, he was at university and he dressed up as a flaming Nazi, like, and whatnot. You know, and he was just a genuine lad, and I thought, yeah, you know, he's going to make a fantastic king, whereas William was a little bit more straight-laced and stuck up.
Well, do you see William just like that? I mean, it just seems like he's
given up.
He's just telling that lie and that's it. I mean, maybe he's always been like that.
The trouble is, Harry went and married Malarkey, as you say, and he's just totally changed, you know, he like, it's under the thumb, I guess.
Yeah. Terrible, isn't it, guys?
Amanda Roberts said if those videos ever get uncovered, Epstein taped all his guests. Ooh. Richard Upton said they say similar things about Bill Gates, Amanda. He was like a private island. Oh, he has like a private island, and apparently invited lots of famous people there for parties and recorded a lot of it. Amanda Roberts says, where's Marcus? We'd like to see him. Trying to call him in.
Marcus, you want to come in for a minute?
Colin Top Gun said, What quiz we having then, Sue? Got to beat Richard, but we're not having a quiz tonight because we're only on for the 2 hours and there's only 25 minutes.
2 hours because of Sue's voice.
I think my voice. I could probably read the questions, but obviously like it is a load of answers.
It is.
Amanda Roberts said, yes, Bill Gates is not a nice person.
Hola.
Say hi, Amanda Roberts.
Hi, Amanda.
Say, hope you're getting better.
Hope you're getting better.
I am sure.
Hi, I'm sure.
And say hi, Joe. Hope you recover soon.
Hi, Joe. Hope you recover soon.
You're going to give a shout out for Marion Fisher?
Hi, Frankie. Thanks for meeting us.
Hi, Marion Fisher. And hi.
Thank you for meeting us.
Yeah, hi, Frankie.
Are you okay?
You're not going back there with it, are you?
No. Just don't know that fat Freddy's something about.
Well, West Ham beat Liverpool the other day.
That didn't. That got lucky.
Anyway, Amanda Roberts said, Richard, yes, Bill Gates is not a nice person. Richard Upton said, you got 2 chances at Colin, Bob, hope and no hope. Bob, hope and no hope. I know. And she also said, Bill Gates already predicted the next pandemic. Colin Top Gun said, bring it on, Richard, baby. Come on, Richard and Colin, play nice.
Yeah, but he's one of the guys that made a load of money out of it.
Yeah.
So.
Amanda Roberts said, I'm sure. Why did my cheese sauce go watery? Sort of separated.
Before that.
Master Science said, is Marcus starting? Oops. Is Marcus starting his lives again soon? I don't, yeah. Not coming up yet.
Sorry, guys. There we are.
Amanda Roberts, thanks for the super chat.
Yeah, thanks for the super chat, Amanda. Much appreciated.
Where am I?
Oh, you're lost now, sir.
Yeah, I'll be back.
You're really well tonight, I think.
Master Sound said, yeah, I don't think he's for Master Sound shows. I think he just feels like he doesn't want to do the streams at the moment because.
Yeah, we keep all the trolls out, we'd probably do more of them, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
They're great fun doing, but, you know.
Richard Upton said Harry's a bit too much like his mum, and he had a chip on his shoulder about what happened to his mum. Yeah, I think. And Colin Top Gun said Amanda phoned Gordon. Huh? Oh, Gordon Ramsay. That took a while. Why are cheese sauce separated and went right. And she says, did you use corn flour, Amanda? Richard Upton said, Marcus, are you and Mike back with your streams this week?
It might be sort of Christmas now.
Yeah.
I don't know which one now, but
I know.
I would have thought.
Frankie said, hello, Marcus, mate. Master Sound said, evening, Marcus. Anshaw said, hi, Marcus. Funky t-shirt you got there.
Who say hello, Marcus?
Walk on the Wild Side said, I think Megan Malarkey wants to rule the world. She has ambitions well beyond her stature. Guys, I think you got it all wrong there. Get rid of a lot of them. You got me. Would the world not be a better place with Queen's Soup?
We'll probably shoot them at 10 o'clock again. Nah, probably not. There you go.
Vote Queen's Soup.
They've all looked at how David Beckham did it, though, haven't they, really? You know, all these rules, they've looked at how David Beckham did it, and they're all this, basically what he did, how he did it. obviously he had a lot of management behind him there when he stopped playing football. Yeah. Do you not think so? Because that seems to be what they've done, isn't it? Or tried to do.
I give up now. I think I've got flipping wisdom tough and all. Amanda Roberts said, I'm sure cauliflower cheese, put flour and butter, then added milk and cheese. It thickened and went all watery. Don't know. Colin Top Gun said, have you lost weight or was that a big t-shirt? I think he meant Marcus. Yeah, I think he's lost a little bit. Ryan Ferry said, hi Marcus.
I've lost a little bit. I think I'll put it back on now.
Richard Upton said, yeah, walk, she's a wrong gun. Amanda said, that's for Cheerios. Cheers, Amanda.
Cheerios. I had none of them for ages.
Get back tomorrow, maybe on the way back.
Yeah.
Need some on the way back. I'm going to have to make sure there's nothing else on tomorrow night, but I don't think there is. Just think we're going to go up for that, to be honest. So I think that's probably going to rip my throat a bit. I might have to stand back a bit so I'm not getting too much of the
mask
smoke.
Yeah.
Well, the smoke really off the fireworks because it does get pretty.
Yeah.
The masqueraders are really big firecrackers, are really loud. There's a lot of smoke.
Basically, what they do, the whole road of Jamie Avenue, they pull all that off. No, you can't go up the road or anything.
Yeah.
They fence it all off.
Yeah.
A couple hundred metres.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fireworks in there.
I mean,
put them off in the day.
Yeah. Because the first year, obviously, when we come over, we were living on Jamie Avenue at the top. So it's brilliant because, they were just down the bottom from us every day. But the one day we didn't even just stand on the washing area for the apartments, didn't we, and watch them. It was brilliant.
But
really
have a bit of a disco, they have the coat truck thing up first and then
loads of music. Yeah.
Well, the big one will obviously be on Wednesday. So I put about twice as much in that on there. And that'll go on for a while.
And she also looks like you put the right ingredients. Amanda, don't know what happened. Top Nut said sauce has, don't know whether that's split or spilt. Amanda Roberts said, thanks, I'm sure. I think I probably put too much milk in. It still tastes okay.
That's it. It tastes okay. It's not too bad.
And Shaw said, Harry and Malarkey wanted privacy and they're everywhere. True.
Don't be a roll if you want privacy.
Yeah. Amanda Roberts said, top notch. How do I avoid that, if you please? And Shaw said, maybe less milk, more flour. Amanda had collard cheese myself today. Richard Upton said, I don't really blame them for leaving the UK, Anne. The press there has it in for them, like they had it in for Diana, and look what happened there. Yeah, that might be a nice idea, maybe one day next week.
What? In the press?
No, try and get up to Iceland, get some stuff to put in the freezer. Now we've got the microwave back.
The microwave back.
Do have a bigger freezer, mine, to be honest.
I'm not buying a freezer. It's just made it up now.
Richard Upton said, I don't really blame them for leaving the UK on. The press there has it in for them, like they had it in for Diana, and look what happened to her. I think I read that. Yeah. Frankie said, good night, everyone. Good night, Sue and Mike and Marcus. I hope you get better soon, Sue, and God bless. Thanks, Frankie.
Yeah. Well, the family's okay.
Yeah. Have a good week at school. And keep watching the vids.
Don't get have a good week at school.
Yeah. Like everybody keep watching the vids because there's going to be a lot of stuff going up over the week. The festivals,
Yeah,
fireworks.
the next few days, and obviously
Yeah,
Thursday.
yeah,
Thursday's going to be a big day, I think. But it'll probably go up on Friday.
yeah. Yeah, Thursday we're going to have to sort of plan out how we're going to do that. Because obviously it's going to be really, really crowded. It is really good for filming, but it's just like chock-a-block.
It's just there's that much of it. You probably do 50 films on it, couldn't you? And
Easily. It's good like filming different people.
Yeah.
Benidorm Tom is quite naughty actually. He's Benidorm Tom is Tom Jones tribute act, but he was down there the first year. Obviously as Tom Jones, looked fantastic, but you know, yeah, that's like his job. Like we even saw a Chubby Brown, absolutely brilliant. He really got the outfit absolutely spot on, looked like him. The little glasses and work.
Used to be a guy over there that done Chubby Brown, and he was really pretty good.
Tribute, yeah, we haven't seen him.
And he seems to have disappeared the last few years.
Yeah. Mike's outfit, there is one at the part of his outfit we're going to have to persuade him.
No,
I'm not going to say, but
no,
yeah,
all that.
yeah. You could carry it, I suppose. You think yourself lucky you didn't get the Indian outfit with the
I've been a bit cold.
Marcus. I got you a tomahawk. The Indian outfit looked alright, but I just don't think it got
You know, I could tell you,
as much give. Yeah. I have got some really good outfits. I know.
Your boss put food on and stuff.
Jamie and that. No, this is why it's a shame that the parade isn't on, because with the parade the first year they do a huge paella actually in the street.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
And then everybody gets paella that's there, and then obviously like then the parade starts and comes through, and then once that's all gone through, everybody's just down the strip then, and it's just drinking basically.
Yeah, you want some
Like,
drinks as well.
It's just mental.
Cool,
Yeah. Maybe it might be like on Wednesday in the day, maybe we just stock up with a few bits.
I'm sure I've seen someone else got food.
Let's have a look. The trouble is, it's going to be, buffering again, it is going to be heaving.
I'm not sure, but I think it won't be that plug thing. It's all in a bit.
Yeah, maybe it's not in tight. Yeah, as I'm saying, it is going to be heaving. Bars are going to be packed. Also, the other thing, like with me being on the scooter, it's leaving my scooter anywhere because it's just going to be manic. And I don't want any damage caused to the scooter, but I also want to be able to get back on the scooter when I'm ready and move on. So it might be just moving down. Yeah, Mike was up in town Friday night, was it? No, it was Friday.
Saturday.
Saturday, yesterday.
Yeah, Saturday.
I'd gone into the sweet shop. Admittedly, I had parked my scooter slightly out. Mike was going to move it. We sat on the scooter. This double scooter just went straight down the side of him. It hurt your arm as well. Did it work? Was it this arm?
Yeah, I don't prove it.
Did it?
What?
No, I can't really.
No, just maybe a big win. But over in Benidorm now, they've not only got the one just behind the other one, they've got ones together. So it's double.
Oh, was it one of them?
Yeah. It's double the size.
I mean, the trouble is as well, people come over here.
And he wasn't, there's plenty of people about it, and he's not going slow, he's punching it down.
But the problem is, like, people will come and hire these. They've never driven them before.
Yeah.
And they're off on them, and they're racing around, and then they have a drink on them, you know, and it annoys me. I mean, yeah, You know, I do. Still, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I've been driving my scooter now for over 2 years. You know,
You don't go outrageous.
no. Amanda Roberts said, I'm sure thanks for kindred spirits, obviously. Richard said, no, thank you. And she also true, which so they should keep out the limelight now. True.
Didn't they, so they didn't want to be rules anymore.
Well, they didn't want all the attention, but they're like everywhere all the time.
Tell you what, cut the money off completely, yeah, and see what they want to be rules.
Yeah. Richard Upton said it's not in their DNA to do that, unfortunately, Anne. Top Knot said use a little more flour, I think. Colin's hit the like. Thanks, Colin. Joe said, Amanda, Iceland is selling cauliflower cheese now. It's supposed to be very nice. Ooh, right. I don't know when I'm going to get a free day.
Yeah, it's not that I dislike Iceland over it.
Wasn't too bad last time I went up there.
To be honest, it wasn't that. But we've had stuff from there before. It's been
The
you're
trouble
on
is,
your last day on it already.
the trouble is, some things can be a bit pricey. Obviously, because you can't get it over here, so they will milk it. But also, like, you can spend a lot of money because you go reminded of, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. I know when I went up the other week, I got some bits, but Marcus did go and treat us all to a box of chocolates each, like Heroes, box of roses, and they were €5 at the time.
Well, you can get the same thing in Spanish, can't you?
Yeah.
Spanish goods, same. But, you know, you see English goods, no treat and have that and that. And we know where you spent €100 up there somewhere.
True.
That's why we're going there now.
Amanda Roberts said, Joe, thanks, I'll try it. And also, do you need to stir consider that went good? 111. Master Sam said, are you keeping well and sure? She says, very well, thanks, Master Sam. Hope you're well too. Oops, got stuck. Come on.
Ooh.
Thank you. Right, catch up. Come on. This is playing a bit, so.
You seem to have a problem with that tonight.
Yeah. Right, I need to catch up.
What?
Top Knot said, Sue, what do you think of Marcus's new friend Roscoe? I was like, yeah, I'm watching you. I don't know what I'd have done, but.
Oh, Roscoe, like, this is
very drunk.
God, had had a few beers,
Yeah.
He took the camera off Marcus and filming him with it.
Yeah. Colin said, I think the rest are trolls. Don't know. Colin Topgun said, Roscoe, what a clown. Which Dupton said, Colin, you're such a troll that you sit under a bridge in the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale. Colin Topgun said, hope he made it to the island. Yeah, they were saying to Marcus about to run to the island.
Yeah, I don't even fancy that. Not with the odd shark we get occasionally.
Not said Gibraltar. Yeah. Ryan Ferry said press wrong button meant to say off to Vegas next week. Best man at a friend's wedding. Very nice.
Nice.
Richard said Joe, we're only messing about. Joe said Brian, have a great time. Yeah. Richard said me and Colin the same. Joe is a decent bloke. I think they're just messing about, Joe. Yeah. And she also said Gibraltar. Yes, I think it's a lot larger and a lot further down the coast. Closer to Richard, I think he had one too many. I think he forgot where he was on holiday at.
Yeah, we still allowed in there.
I know.
I think Britain and Spain were fighting over that, weren't
I don't know. Richard Upton said, I just don't like the place down. It's like Disneyland for the middle class English, who I just like with passion. Colin thinks it's a fantastic place.
What, Gibraltar is this there?
Yeah. Colin Top Gun said duty free all over M&S. And she also don't think much of Gibraltar myself, strange place. Colin Top Gun said stop there on a cruise. Master Sounds, we'll catch you all again. When's the next live? Like to be soon. Take care, Mike Sue.
Yeah, we'll be doing it back on Sunday night now.
Yeah, next Sunday. Joe said, LMAO, I watched Jamie's video where we played a trick on Bob hiding his ciggies. I think that was last time they were over. To be honest, I haven't watched the videos. I'm going to have a look. So I think there's two with Bob. Bob is very funny when he's in one. A little bit
when I
poorly.
watched earlier, it was a bit rough,
Yeah, a little bit poorly at the moment, but
yeah,
it could be alright. Master Science, I'm sure Richard, Colin, Amanda, and everyone else's chat. Good night from me. Speak soon. Night, Masters.
Right.
Everybody's just saying good night. Colin said, Richard, when you come into Wales then, or is it no good? Amanda Roberts said, it's so nice to feel connected to everyone on the chat. Oh, thanks, Amanda. Richard Upton said, I went to Wales years ago with my parents, Colin. Nice place, but the Welsh have a chip on the shoulders. Meh. Colin Top Gun said, got a pasty on the other one. Pasties.
Yeah, we found pasties now.
Yeah, you might end up with one for your breakfast tomorrow. I don't get up too early. Richard Upton said, Lord's probably a nice place. Colin said, come on, you can do better than that. Amanda Roberts said, Mike, what do you think about Beckham making a deal with Qatar? The human rights are terrible. Why would he do that?
Yeah, well, I don't much better than that.
Sorry, it keeps jumping.
Yeah, Sue's really struggling with the chat tonight, I think. Not back at speed yet, are you?
No, it's mouse is jumping. I'm sure said it is Amanda. Hope you weren't too lonely without live streams. Brian Ferry said good night, everyone. Got to go as it's my round at the bar.
There you go. Yeah, really.
Colin Top Gun said, yeah, live there. Joe said, take care, Brian. Enjoy your pint. I'm sure said, been a good night, guys. Night, everyone. See you next week. Take care.
Who's going, Sue?
Joe said, night, everyone. Amanda Roberts said, I'm sure. I did miss it, to be honest. Richard Upton said, night, everyone. Been a good stream. Get better soon, Sue. I can whip Colin in the quiz. And Amanda Roberts said, night, Joe. Hope you have a healing sleep. Yeah, plenty of rest, Joe. And I think that's it tonight, guys.
Okay, guys, thanks very much for coming in. Much appreciate you all coming back. Thank you very much to Sue for doing all the reading. I think she's done really well.
Colin Top Gun said, love you all on here. Can't wait to talk next week. And can't wait to get out there. Love you all and mean it. Oh, thanks, Colin. And I'm sure said Amanda, so did I. Night, take care. Night, guys.
Night, guys. We'll try and get the quiz in next week, but see how Sue is. Yeah.
Night, everybody. Love you all.
Yeah. You know, there you go.
Little heart and a little kiss now you've got all my germs.
I spread them out by the internet.
Night, guys. Top Knot said, Richard, I've seen your Facebook. Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. You've got the switcher.
Yeah,
Still
I've done
me.
it.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking to myself then.
No, we're not going.
You're not going? Oh.
No.
Stop in here forever.
Look, I'm pressing. Oh.
There we are. We've gone. See you later, guys.